Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. So today I'm here to do a project pan update because we are halfway through the year, and although this year is going very quickly, there's still a lot going on in the world, and I thought I would talk about my project pan. I normally do it during my monthly favorites, and I actually did do it in my monthly favorites for May, but I thought I would do like a separate video just to kind of give a bit more in depth about everything I'm using. And because I have used up one of my items, there's going to be a replacement. So let's start off with that. So I did mention it in my project update, in my update for my monthly favorites, that I did complete my coconut face milk by Colourpop. It is gone, it's finished, and although I'm happy about it, I'm quite sad because I really like this face milk. It smells divine. Coconut is just one of my favorite smells, and this is one of my favorite face milks, but alas, it's finished. And I actually have another one coming soon. I did a Colourpop order, don't tell anyone, about a week ago, and I've ordered another face milk. I've actually ordered a bigger one, so I've ordered an oat milk one, which I'm really excited to try. But this is now going to be, I guess, I don't know if I should throw it in bin or if I should wait for like all my empties. If I know people do a lot of videos, but I rarely go through a lot of makeup, so I don't know what I'll do with this. I'll hold on to it maybe for a bit, but what I'm going to be replacing it with is another face milk because that's just a major step in my routine. So I'm going to be replacing it with my watermelon one, and I am pretty much halfway through this. Like I said, I use face milks in every video because they're so moisturizing, they're so softening because I have extremely dry skin. During this summer at the moment, I probably won't have any dry skin, but I still like the moisture that it brings. So yeah, I'll be using my watermelon one. I don't think I have any more stickers to kind of apply to it, but if I do, I'll just put it on here. I don't think I can get blue off here anymore because it's been on here for so long. So yeah, this is going to be my new replacement, and I'm pretty sure this will be gone very soon as well because it is like halfway gone. So that is one success done. So let's go on to everything else really. I think how I'll do this is what I've used up a lot of, and then what's left, like a lot left. So the next one is going to be a really obvious one, and it's my setting powder. So this is my Revolution matte base powder, which I've mentioned that I absolutely love this powder so much. It used to be one of my staple favorites for ever since it kind of came out, and this is like the second one that I've purchased. And now that I've hit pan, it's looking actually really low on both sides, which is looking really good. So I'm hoping that this might, I don't think this will be the next thing that will finish, but it will be the one after. So I think one thing will finish before this, and then it will be this one. And I really like it. I really like this powder. I use it all the time. Obviously, that's the whole point of using up project pan items. But I just feel like this one I really want to repurchase again because I do really like it as a powder. I'm really sorry that this is happening. It's really warm, and the makeup I've had on for quite a while, and it's really warm today, so it's just fading away, but ignore it if you can. But yeah, this one I'm hoping will be one of the next ones to finish, which I'm really sad about, but I'm happy that we're getting there so I can replace it with maybe another powder. I might even choose a loose powder next time just to kind of see how it goes. This is in the shade P3. I think you can still get these, but normally I think they're quite cheap now because they've been out for a while, but I really recommend these if you like a solid powder. I really recommend this, it's great. So let's go on to setting spray because this is, I think, probably going to be the next thing that is going to finish. I think there is, wow, yeah, I just had a look inside, and I think there's about this much left. And when I use setting spray, I think I use about 3 or 4 pumps because I have a big face, and I always like to set my face down as much as I can because, like I mentioned, it's very warm at the moment, it's very humid, and I feel like if I can savour my makeup any way possible by using a setting spray, I feel like it will do the best job. And this one I feel like I will be glad to kind of get rid of. It's not the most amazing setting spray, it's nice, but I do prefer maybe something like my Essence one or even my Colourpop one. I probably won't use them as project pans, but maybe I won't use a setting spray and I might use something else. So I think this might be the next one to finish. Let's update with a primer. I think we're doing quite well on the primer. I think we're about here on the primer. We might be, because I was trying to figure out how to get it without squeezing everything out, but I feel like we're almost kind of here. So I think we're doing a good job on this. A lot of the products that I have tried, that are part of my pan, I have had them for a while and I've been using them on occasion, but I wanted to use them as a project pan because they just needed to be used up, and I feel like this is definitely one that needs to be used up. And I mentioned in my original video that this is my second one because I really like this primer. It's this kind of silicone-y sticky primer, so if you haven't used it before, it is very thick but it works really well on the skin and it's very softening, very moisturizing, and it smells quite nice as well. And I think it's about £3, £4, and you can get it on Beauty Bay as well, and it is really good. If you want to try it as a primer, I really recommend that one. Let's go on to foundation, and obviously this is my e.l.f. one. I don't know why the lid is being weird. I just checked how much I have left, and it is a bit difficult to see in this little kind of glass house that it is. So I think it's probably about here at the moment, so it's not going too badly. This is in the shade Snow, I think it is, yeah, and I've had this for a while, and I try and use it as often as I can. It's a little bit too light for me. It looks really orange here, but when it goes on my skin it's too pale. But I wanted to use it up again because I've had it for so long, but I feel I'm doing quite a good job. I think when I do videos, like sit down videos like this where I'm not actually applying makeup, I do like to use this because it is another great reason for me to use it. But I mean, when I use this up, I won't repurchase this foundation because I feel e.l.f. foundations are nice, but they're not the best for me. The CC cream or whatever it is, the moisturizing in the squeezy tube, I'm not the biggest fan of that, to be honest. So I might use that in replacement of this, but I don't want to get ahead of myself because I'd rather use up the product first and then see how I'm going with all my other foundations, because I have a lot. I have a lot of foundations that I am trying to like get through, but because this is part of my project pan, I want to just use it and finish with it basically. Let's go on to blush, and I feel like we're doing quite good on the blush. When I spoke about this the other day in my monthly favourites, I accidentally dug my nail in there, but it doesn't make any difference whatsoever. I've had this for over a year now. Well, yeah, so I bought this on like Valentine's Day last year when it came out, and I don't know how deep the pan is. How deep is your pan? That's another song by the Bee Gees. I honestly have no idea how much we have left in here, but I feel like we're doing good. I really like the way this works. So I like to use it as a blush and a highlighter because essentially that's what they really are. But I like to mix them together. But even just as separate kind of products, they work really nicely on my skin. I love the way that they feel. I probably won't repurchase them when I use them up, mainly because I'm sure Revolution would have come out with about 20 more different of these blushes. So I'll just have a look at what they have when I finish this. I don't know when this will be done. I can't even see the bottom of the pan yet, so we're nowhere near to finishing this. Let's go on to highlighter. We're doing good, but I just feel that there's so much product in here that it's going to take me a long time to finish. I think a lot of brands these days are very hit and miss when it comes to how much they have in their pan. So I feel like this has been out for a while, but I know that the pan is extremely small, probably inside. But because it's so pigmented, I don't want to use too much. But then it's going to take me forever to finish. But I really love this highlighter. It is one of my favorites. It's really pigmented. It's really cheap as well, so I love this highlighter so much. I think maybe when I do finish it, I'll see if Wet n Wild have any other highlighters, but I really like this one. It's in the shade in Blossom Glow, and I think they still have these, but they have different varieties of highlighters now. So I know that they have their Mega Glow duos with the blush and a highlighter, but I just really like this by itself, and I've had it for ages. I hate this area so much. Yeah, I've had this for a really long time, but I still really like it. I try and use it as often as I can because it's such a beautiful highlighter, but it needs to be used up. So I will try and make this more of a priority in my makeup routine as I go along. Let's go on to products that I are probably not going to finish anytime soon. My eyeshadow palette. I knew an eyeshadow palette would never get used up quick at all. I feel like on some of the shades the embossing has actually gone. I don't think I've even ever used this shade. I was looking at this palette earlier and I was like, you know what? This shade, which is called Empire, I think I might have only used it like once or twice. So I'm actually going to try and make that shade a priority. And when it comes to the glitter, I try and use it as often as I can, but it's just too glittery, it's too chunky for me to use all the time. And what I like to do, sorry, my lip, this is getting really horrible, sorry. What I like to do when I am at work for, you know, the day, and because I'm working at home, I just like to put on eyeshadow, I like to put on a bit of lipstick, nothing on my base or anything. I always like using this eyeshadow palette, so I've been using this a lot, but it's not going down at all. They've made maybe a small indent in both of these, but it's nothing. Like, honestly, it's gonna be nothing. Like, I think maybe this shimmer shade is doing really well, but we're gonna be using this eyeshadow palette for a while, so get used to this one maybe. And then I've got 2 lip products left. I use this in pretty much nearly every video with a red lipstick because I just want to I just want to use this up. I've had this for almost 3 years now. I got this as a gift from my aunt, like part of one of my wedding gifts, because she got me some makeup. And I think I'm doing really well on it. The other day I had a look as to how much I have left, and that is how much I have left. So I feel like maybe another good couple of months, without a doubt, maybe longer than that, I have left of this, which isn't too bad. It's a really nice lip liner as well, but I've just had it for so long, and it's in the shade Outlaw. Anytime I use a red lipstick, I will use this liner just so I can use it and be done with it. So I've got one more product left, and it's my lipstick by Elf. And honestly guys, I'm just gonna be honest with you, I haven't used this in quite a while. It's such a beautiful red, but it takes forever to use up, and that's just lip products in general, and especially when it comes to like these bullet products. I like it a lot. I just have always preferred liquid lipsticks because the longevity of it, doesn't matter how drying it is for me, it just lasts longer. And this, as soon as I drink something, it's gone. But I am going to start making this a priority, so I will start using this more regularly at home when I'm, you know, just working and I just need to use it up. So that was my update. It's a kind of a big update because we're halfway through the year. Of course, I started this at the beginning of this year and I've already used up 1 product, and we're almost done with 2 more products. So we're doing good. We're doing good. So yeah, let me know what, you know, if you're doing a project pan this year, let me know what you're doing. If you're not, are you thinking about doing one? Like, has this interested in you at all? Probably not. I'll understand. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for watching. Hope you found it interesting in some area. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on my social medias. And yeah, I hope it's not too hot for you. I hope your top lip is okay because mine is not. And I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.